Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Music Theory Live. I'd like to start this episode out by giving a shout out to musictheory.net for their amazing free online resources. There'll be a link to their website in the description. Please support them in making amazing learning tools like the one we're going to be using today. We'll be practicing identifying notes in the treble clef today. We'll start by having these helpers on the side, but we'll slowly move them and get rid of them so that we have to do it on our own. There's two pieces of information you want to remember when you're trying to identify notes in the treble clef. The first is your musical alphabet, which is down here. Starts on A, and we do every letter until we get to G. So A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. The other thing that I try and keep in mind is face in the space. The letters to the word face go into the spaces of the treble clef staff. You can try and remember the lines as well. I've heard every good boy deserves fudge, or empty garbage before dad flips. Any of those work. As long as they help you remember them, then it's helpful. So let's do a few of these note recognitions before we get rid of our helpers. So let's start with this one. If we follow this note on its line all the way over, we see that it's an F. Same thing, if we go to this space, we go over to C. Now let's do one more, okay? So if we take this note right here, we follow that line all the way over, we can see it's a B. So now, while we still have our helpers out, let's try and figure out these notes as if they weren't there. So I need to remember face in the space, okay? So this is the third space up. So I'll just start spelling the word face from the bottom to the top and see where we are. F, A, C. So this is the third space up, so it'd be C, and we can go and check ourselves. It's C. Let's do one more, and then we'll get rid of our helpers. So now we're one up from here. So F, A, C for face, but C would be the space right here. So it's going to be the note one letter up from C. So if I go up one note from C in the alphabet, I get to D. So now let's turn off our helpers and see if we can still figure out our notes. All right, so they're gone, but remember, face in the space, and then our musical alphabet's down here. So we have the second space up, so let's spell the letters in the word face. So F is my bottom space right here. A would be the next space up, so this should be an A. And it is. Let's keep going. So F would be our bottom space, A would be the next space, and this is one note above A, so one letter up from A is B. Let's try and do three more of these. This is the first space in my treble clef, and the first letter in the word face is F. Ooh, now here's kind of a tricky one, okay? So F is my first space, and this is one note down from F. So I need to go one note back in my alphabet. So one letter back from F in the alphabet is E. All right, here's our last one. Face in the space. So F would be my first space. A is my second space. And this note is one note above A. One letter up from A is B. I'm going to turn our helpers back on so we can look at them. So remember, when you're trying to identify notes in the treble clef, it's those two pieces of information that I think are most helpful. Remember that your musical alphabet is A through G, and that the face goes in the space. F, A, C, E, bottom to top. If you're going to go up in notes, go up the alphabet. If you're going to go down in notes, go back down the alphabet, go backwards in the alphabet. We'll stop there for today. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comments below. In the description, remember there's a link to musictheory.net where you can practice the same exact exercise for yourself. As always, I look forward to working with you to build your skills from the ground up.